So just like Shark Tank, we have a shark investor here. So if you want to invest and you have a great idea, do let me know. I might be able to help you out. हेलो वेलकम टू माय चैनल अगेन कपिला नागपाल सो बहुत सारे आपने देख लिए करियर ऑप्शंस यू हैव ऑलवेज बीन इनटू डिफरेंट कोर्सेज डिफरेंट प्रोफेशनल courses and offbeat careers also, but today I'm going to talk to one person who is going to guide you that how to build up your startup, what are the do's, what are the don'ts, and what you should be doing and what you should not be doing. So if you are interested to start your own business also, that can be a wonderful career. So I have with me Mr. Amit Singal, who is here with us. He's going to tell you about different options, that how you can be a great startup and what good options are available for you. So, sir, welcome to my channel.
Thanks, Kapila.
It's
Thanks for
really great to
inviting me.
have you here. Many a times we see that youngsters are always keen to go for different startups, right? So, first thing I would like to know from you, that is it really good option for them?
Absolutely. Means, to be very honest, I am in the startup ecosystem for last 15 years, and I have seen that if you are into the startup, means you are doing something for the society. Means
Right.
it is a kind of thing where you are not the job seeker, you are the job giver. So definitely, once you enter into that space, that is a very good space to have. But again, for the youngster, I will not say that this should be the only option. Someone should not come to the startup space only for coming in it, and they are assuming that I should be in the startup space. There should be some internal voice which should come, and they should feel that I should be opening a startup and I should start something out of my own. So that's important.
Right. I have also seen that youngsters usually fail also in their startups. And then what is the backup plan for them? What all do you suggest to them?
So I don't think any backup plan is required, because fail is not a word in the startup. At least means there can be, this word can be used for multiple things where you are playing a game.
Right.
Definitely there is failure and success, but in startup is the only place where there is no failure.
Okay.
Even if you will not able to do something which you are intend or you were trying to do, still you are learning something. It means you are adding experience by doing something at its own. Means you need lots of courage to start something at own, and if you are learning and that thing which you are trying to do is not being done, still you have added lots of experience. And I have seen now multiple companies who are giving preference to those candidates who have started something at its own. So job is not a challenge for the startup founder who have decided to discontinue their startup. So I personally feel that no plan B is required. I can modify your question in a different way, where in case you are doing something, you should be open for the pivot. You should not be such emotionally attached with your startup idea that you not change the idea. In case you feel that market is not adapting that idea, what you should do, you should immediately find the gap and you should change the idea itself. So it's always better to change the idea rather than be there and be lingering out for the long time. So that's important.
Right. So what is your plan for Odisha? Like how many startups are you planning to fund now?
So again, Odisha is one of the state where I keep coming, and I feel that lots of things are happening here. Again, as a fund manager, there is no preference or nothing for a particular state. But definitely over the last 5 years, I start coming here since 2018. So I've seen that lots of improvement has happened. Lots of new startups are coming. So last year we invested in 3 companies.
Right.
Last year means 2023 only, where we are there, and we are looking for more companies in 2024.
So is there any particular, bracket from the minimum amount to the maximum amount which you invest?
Yes, so we invest 50 lakh rupees as a minimum amount in any startup, and our higher ticket size is 3 crore rupees. So our bracket is such. I am running 2 funds. One is Fluid Venture, one is Real Time Angel Fund. The purpose of both the funds are different.
Right.
Real Time Angel Fund is for early stage, where we invest between 50 lakh to 2 crore rupees, and in Fluid Venture we invest between 2 to 3 crore rupees.
So you don't fund below that bracket?
No, that will not be fit for the startup as well. For early stage, startup should approach to the incubation center or the accelerator center. So in case they are looking for smaller fund, so there are certain stages in any startup.
Right.
First one is friends and family round. Sometimes we call it as friends and fool round as well, because they put the money on the idea because nothing is there, and
Right.
they have a long bet and high risk taking capability.
Right.
Then after that, angel investor come into the picture, which call seed round. Then institutional capital like us, we come into the picture, where we invest in a structured manner, and then series A, series B, series C happens depending upon the growth of the
Right.
startup, and it is called growth capital.
Right. So even there are people who would like to take up franchises for certain things. So do you fund that as well?
No, our fund is only focused on the equity capital. So there are
Okay.
various way of financing for the startup. One can be bank loan. Another thing can be advance from the customer, where
Right.
you are mentioning franchisee, where you take the advance from the franchise owner or your customer. And the third one is equity funding,
Right.
where we simply take the shares in the company, we become partner in the fund, and when the right time comes, we sell our shares to the next investor, or we wait for the IPO and we sell our shares in the stock market. So these are the only two ways where we can invest in the startup. We can't invest in debt, we can't invest in the franchisee.
Okay. Any do's and don'ts that you would like to highlight to the youngsters?
So the do's are that they should focus on the problem statement. They should understand more about their consumer. Most of the time, what we do, we create the product while the customer is not accepting that. So take more and more feedback from the customer. Create the product more appropriate for them. Check the pricing for that product. Sometimes product may be very beautiful, very useful, but the pricing may not be competitive. Then again your product will fail because of the pricing. So keep taking the feedback and keep improving.
Right. Any don'ts that you would like to highlight?
Don'ts are that don't be demotivated. Don't think that if the product is not working, it means you are failed.
Right.
Keep working on that in a different manner, and make sure that you have a right kind of team. Sometimes what we do, we uh, add co-founders such as a because of our emotional attachment with a particular person. Whenever you are starting, sit on a table, understand that what are the roles and responsibility of each co-founder. Are there complementary skills between them, or all the people are doing the same thing? Make sure that there is a CEO out of them, so that in case you are stuck for any decision making, there should be clearly a person who may take the decision, final decision, which we call. And that's the main don'ts. Otherwise, means it's simple.
Right. So just like Shark Tank, we have a shark investor here. So if you want to invest and you have a great idea, do let me know. I might be able to help you out. Thank you so much. Stay tuned. Bye bye.